On January 15, 2009, US Airways Flight 1549, bound for Charlotte, North Carolina, had just taken off from LaGuardia Airport in New York at 3:25 p.m. when it collided with a flock of birds, disabling both its engines. The pilot, Captain Chesley Sullenberger, guided the crippled Airbus A320 to a splashdown in what experts have called a heroic feat of flying. This cartography is an attempt to trace the events that followed the landing, mainly the evacuation and rescue of all the people on board. Having confirmed the engine failure and inability to perform a regular landing, the pilot crash-landed the aircraft on the Hudson River near Manhattan area in close proximity to ferry stations at 3:30 p.m. Within a minute, emergency exits and the front doors flanked open and passengers began moving out. Apart from standing atop the wings, passengers and crew slid onto the inflatable evacuation slides through these 4 exits. The temperature of 2 degrees Celsius in New York winter made expedited evacuation utmost necessary, apart from the almost drowning aircraft. Prior to the landing, Air Traffic Control's emergency plea led to NYPD rescue units being deployed. However, the first rescue unit was a New York waterway commuter ferry, Thomas Jefferson, which on its way to New Jersey, noticed and approached the aircraft. It reached the aircraft at 3:35 p.m. and began evacuating the passengers stranded on the right wing of the aircraft. The captain of Thomas Jefferson, while on the way, had alerted the other vessels, which were on their way from nearest ferry stations. 3 vessels, one each from New York, New Jersey, and Weehawken, approached the landing site. Simultaneously, an NYPD rescue helicopter was also en route. By 3:38 p.m., the remaining 3 vessels had reached the aircraft. The helicopter, comprising a scuba unit, approached to rescue passengers fallen into the sea and hovered for supervision. Each vessel managed to rescue passengers and crew stranded out of each exit, some on the wings and others atop the slides. With vessels not designed to conduct rescue operations, they evacuated everyone in less than 20 minutes. All the 155 people on board were safely docked at port terminal ferry stations on either side of the river separately to ensure everybody's speedy healing, with every member of the crew and passengers alive. The other responders attended to retrieve the aircraft. Considering the harsh weather, the rescue was commendable owing to superb coordination on the parts of responders. The other thing worth noting here is the context. New York's coastline and riverside development played an invisible yet key role. It's almost a kilometer in width, with clear visibility and access by air, land, and water. Interestingly, the visual connection with distant high-rise buildings made communication faster. The thing that did come to my naive mind was, what if something like this were to happen in India?